Hello, I'm SebKnowsBest and welcome back to another Rust skin video. Today we're going to be going over the Rust skins that can give you an advantage on your gameplay. Yes, they do exist. Some like to call them pay to win, such like that. But yeah, there is some. There's some in weapons. We have some weapons to have a look at. We have some clothing and attire. And then we have some placeable models like doors and stuff like that and one of a kind. So we're going to start off with the AK skins and the glow-in-the-dark skins. These are glow-in-the-dark. That means that their holograph, their iron sight is glow-in-the-dark. We have the the Glory AK, sorry, $360 on Steam Market. The Alien Red with the red one, $167. The Anubis AK that runs around $36. Yeah, bit expensive. Glorious AK, around $35, and the Polymer Ball, $9.95. Click my fingers like this and we'll be in nighttime. Are you ready? So it's nighttime, as you can see by this glow-in-the-dark box. It's time to see. As you can see, this AK skin in the middle of night has a real nice white iron sight. You can see it really clear. It's nice and crystal clear. You can see it without any problems at all. Look at it. And you can see how this would give you an advantage over, say, a skin like this one, which does not have an iron sight, where you can't see anything at all. You can't see where your iron sight is, so that would be considered an advantage. There is an Alien Red that has a red one. It's a little bit less of a glow. If you see, the white one has a really, really bright one, but the Alien Red has a little bit of a red one. But still, you can see an advantage on it. Then we have the next one up. You can very slightly see it. If you see, the Anubis AK still has it, but only slightly so. Slightly has it. But it's quite cheap. Only a little bit of a glow in the dark though. Then we move on to this one that has the tip of it. If you see, the Glorious AK has the tip, a little green tip. Still gives you an advantage. No other part of each of the weapon glow in the dark. Only the iron sights glow in the dark on these. But yeah, the Glory AK being like so goddamn OP. It's mental. Slight red, green tip. And of course the last one would be the Polymer Bar with a bright red tip. But let's move on now to attire. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me explain these four to you. We have the Surgeon Scrubs right here. The Surgeon Scrubs, as you can see by here, 25 projectile, 30% melee, 8% bite, 15% radiation, 8% cold, and 5% explosion. You can buy this skin for $20. It only costs 60 cloth to make. It only takes 3 sewing kits and a tier 1. So if you go to Outpost, as soon as you spawn into a server, you can run straight to Outpost with 40 scrap, buy some tactical gloves, recycle them, and have something that's really, really powerful protection instantly off the bat. An insane amount of projectile and stuff like that. And also protects you when you're wet. So if you go jump in the ocean or something like that, it will keep you from wet, which is absolutely brilliant. Same as spacesuits and others. To the Santa Beard. The Santa Beard and the bandana are very similar. The only difference is their price. They're both skins that you need to put over your face. If you look at my player model over here, I will put on the Santa Beard. And as you can see, it's supposed to come up with a beard, it didn't. And then bandana. And you can get different types of coloured bandanas. You can't get different types of Santa Beards. But if you look, it gives you an added protection, and it works well with other items. As you know, as you can see right here, it works well with this. It works well with the Santa. It works well with most of the items like that, which is brilliant. As you can see, one of the reasons. The only difference really is price. They're both the exact same. But the price difference is quite massive. Santa Beard is $5, and bandanas start as low as 9 cents. They do go up into the crazy region, the better looking they get. but you can get the basic one for 9 cents. You cannot craft this item unless you have the skin in your inventory. Same with both these two. But if you do have them, you know, great thing to have. Costs little to no cloth. You don't need a workbench, and it gives you an extra protection. Works well with, like I say, works well with your clat helmets. Works well with wolf headdresses, ox mats, and so on and so on. So the next one we're going to go on to is the clatter helmet. As you can see here, we are fire breathing up here. The clatter helmet is $10. It's not a skin you can buy. If you buy the game Clatter, which is one of Facepunch's games, you get this helmet included. It's similar to other ones. It costs 35 metal frags to craft. You do not require a workbench, and for 35 metal frags, you get 20% protection on projectiles and 50% melee protection, which I think is goddamn awesome, as well as 8% bite protection, 4% radiation, 6% cold, and 8% explosive. There is a downside. You will be seen glowing in the dark. You'll look like an absolute, idiot, but, that's the price to pay, I guess, boys. Price to pay. But yeah, that's them. Remember, if you have any questions about these, you can always leave them in the description below, in the comments below, and I will answer as many as I can. So next, we have a big old list. We have a lot here. I'm going to explain them one by one. So first of all, we have a rust eject. This is the new one, green. There is many different ones. If you open it, plays music. Has a little dancing thing. Oh, scared me there. But something you don't know about this is that if I shoot this, it will take a lot of bullets. If you put this in a doorway, it's a great obstacle in raid defense. You can figure different ways to use this. This is what I want to show you, though. Are you ready, boys? This is a rusty jag worth $2.50. So that's 30 bullets so far. That was just over 37,556 to break, and it costs like no high call at all. Let's have a look at explosive ammo. Sorry, one extra bullet. So that just took over 20 expo ammo to break. 20 explosive ammo to break. So the next one up is the Snowman. As you can see right here, I love the bullet casing in it and the armored helmet. This is $2.62 on the Steam market. It is a skin that you can buy and place. It's pretty cool. I'm going to show you something real quick. Let me make sure it's full HP. Yep, they're both full HP. Well, they are full HP. This is how many bullets? Once again, these are the sort of things you want in raids and stuff like that to help block. So that's over 50 bullets to break, which is quite strong. Let's see how many explosive bullets. $28 explosive bullets or 50 normal ammo to break, which are great things to help in raid defenses and stuff like that. Absolutely brilliant. So next up, we have 3 doors that give advantages. By advantages, I mean you can see through them. As you can see through each one of them. This one's got a bit of a grid on. It can work with you and against you. It can help with door campers. It can help see if if you're getting raided, if you've got one more door next. At the same time, you cannot shoot through any of them. Nope. It just shoots the actual object. But they can give you advantage. This one here was part of a limited Twitch drop, so you can no longer buy it. I'm just kind of teasing you. If you haven't got it, you haven't got it. This one here is called the Door to Heaven. It's going for around $16.50. And this one here is called the Chop Shop Garage Door. So this is the Chop Shop Garage Door worth $26. This is the Door to Heaven worth $16. And this, once again, is a limited drop that you can no longer get. And they're three examples of pay-to-win skins-ish, kind of pay-to-win. The skins that give advantage, which is the whole point of the video. So the next two ones before we go to more glow in the dark are the fogger and the snow machine. The snow machines go for $4.60-ish, and the fogger goes around $7, $7.70. Each two, as they explain, make snow, and this one makes a fog. Both of them need low grade to run. I'm going to show you two cool features about them though. They're not just role-playing skins, and I'll show you why they give an advantage. As you can see, you can barely see it. You really can. And if you hide it a bit better, you could probably not see it. Right there, we have ourselves a fogger. The fog used to be really good, but it's not too good anymore. It's really not. It doesn't show much. But what it's great for is a motion sense that's cheap as anything. And it shows you where people are. So I'm going to show you real quick. I'm far away from it. Now edge forward to it. Edging forward. And boom. Not only can you visually hear it, it will keep doing it anytime anyone's near, and they have no clue. This is set right now on motion. You can have it set to full, or you can set it normally. If you go over to it, there's an option for motion on or motion off, and it literally runs no low grade at all. If anyone's near it, it will set off that, and it's a great noise. So say you're in your big base in your compound, and you hear that go off, and you go outside and you see a big cloud of smoke, you can still see people through it. So if Hydra pops his head through there, I can see his head still through it, and that's not a problem. Look, you can still see people through it. It's like a big red flag. You know, you're like, oh, there's the dude, kill him and he's dead. It's a great thing. I love the motion. Spread them around the edge of a perimeter, and it's better. It requires no electricity, no bolic, a couple of dollars. Set them up around the edge, put motion defense on, and if you hear this going off, it means someone's in your compound. So you've seen the fogger, now it's time to see the snow machine. The snow machines, you might just think a bit of role playing and stuff like that, but this is a really serious advantage. The best use of these I've ever seen are in rivers and snow area and stuff like that. So if you build in a river, so your base is in the slightest bit of water, even the slightest bit, these could become very powerful tools. Very, very powerful tools. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. So this is we'll consider this the water around your base. I'm wearing my full metal kit. I'm gonna jump in. As you see, I'm wet, but I'm not cold. I'm like 2 Celsius. I can jump out and I'll start to dry out. Yeah, as you see, the wet's starting to drop. We'll let it drop to 0, and then we're gonna turn on the snow machines and show you what the difference is. Here comes the snow machines. All 3 are turned on. Now we're going to get wet, and as you can see, I'm 84 wet, minus 38, minus 40, minus 45. Obviously I've got mode on, so you can't see my health go down, but your health would drop so rapidly that you die pretty damn quick. The wet doesn't go off, and you will stay cold. I can take my metal kit off. It really doesn't matter. I'm still going to be freezing cold. It really don't make a difference. But even if I put a hazmat on, it can start to dry me, but you still will be freezing cold because you're in snow area and you're wet. And during all this, you are now weaker protection, and during this, it's great for base defense and stuff like that. So this is one of my favorite things to do, especially when it comes to pay-to-win skins, because most people get raided by full metals, and if you have full metals and you've got water, imagine you've got water, even the slightest bit, and they've got to get wet like this, and you've got snow machines on. They're going to be freezing, they're going to be losing health as well as having to fight you. It's just a great advantage to have, and it's one of the reasons I love it. It's a really powerful tool. You can't dry out unless you've got hazmats, and even then, it's a very slow drying process. I definitely recommend the snow machine for this purpose. Some people have used it for trap bases and stuff, but I just like it if you live somewhere that's in water. You can freeze that water up and use it as a deadly tool. So we're going to finish up with one of my most hated things, and it's not being able to see in the night. These are Christmas lights, if you don't know already. There's 2 different types. There's these, which don't require anything to run, no electric, and there is Deluxe. Deluxe require electric, which means they're cheaper. I think they're around $10, whereas these ones are around $80. They cost little to, I think it's a few metal frags to use, and you can use them anytime. You can just place 100 of them around any door frame and such like that. to give you bright lighting, help you see through your base. I know people who put designs on their base with these, and it looks epic. So that's one example of what you can do. So the next example of glow in the dark is this. It's not as bright as the Christmas lights, but it's still nice. These are lanterns. They are $2.85 for these Chinese lantern. They run on low grade, as you can see, and they're pretty nice. They're decently strong. They're okay like that. They don't use too much low grade up. They really don't. I've been running this one for a few seconds and hasn't run out of low grade. They're okay. It's pretty cheap and it makes your base look nice. It does have a hitbox, which is kind of annoying, so you know you can't jump on top, you can't put this over top of like a TC or anything like you could others, but it's a decent alternative. The third alternative are right down here. These are candles. If you see, we're going to put the candles on, and wow, they're bright. I've always had a big thing for candles. I think they're awesome. They're $8.34, but for $8.34 they require no low grade. And they're really, really nice. They're quite bright. They don't bright up the top, they bright up the floor, but they do take away from floor space, which is a problem in lots of bases. It comes down to whether you want to sacrifice. These are worth so much because you can stick them on the wall. They don't require any electricity, no low grade, no electricity, and they last forever and they stick on the wall. Then you've got this, which requires low grade. It takes up space, but it's cheap. And it hangs off the roof and it carries low grade. Then you got the candles, which they use a lot of floor space. They do pretty well. I do believe they run out of damage. Is that correct? I don't know that they damage themselves over time. I believe these. Yeah, I believe they run out of health over time. They burn themselves out, but they're pretty nice and they're well lit. You know what? I like them. For the price they are, I think they're a good alternative to a campfire. They're nice. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's all of them gone through. We've gone through skins that give you advantage. The Glories, the Aliens, the Anubis, the Glorious, the Polymer. We've gone through the clothing that gives you advantage. The Surgeon Scrubs, the Bandana, the Santa Beard, the Clat Helmet. And then items such as Door to Heaven, the Christmas Lights, Snow Machine, the Rustige Egg, the Snowman, the Chop Shop Garage Door, the candles, the fog machine, and the Chinese lantern. Lots of different varieties of skins that give you advantage, whether it be small things, weapon things, or just comfort things. Hope you all enjoy. Thanks again to Hydra for helping set this up. Hydra helps on all my big skin videos, so thanks to Hydra again. He's right here. He's the one who's it's hidden. You can't see him. He's right there. Hello, Hydra. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up, and I will see you on the next one.